Hi, I'm Harini, and today we are going to be doing a Valentine surprise card. So, this is kind of what our Valentine surprise card is going to look like. It says, Happy Valentine's Day on the front. So this is what we're going to be making, and for this, we're going to need a few materials. So first, we're going to be needing a file folder, like this, and then we're going to be needing red, pink, purple, and if you want, some white construction paper. I took 2 purple pieces, 2 pink pieces, and 3 red pieces for this. You will also need a pencil and an eraser for safety, just in case needed. And then you'll need scissors, a glue stick, some tape, some markers, and a ruler. So what we're first going to do is we are going to be cutting out a heart. So to cut out this heart, first, to make it more symmetrical, we're going to be folding it in half. And it doesn't need to be perfect. So once you fold it in half, we're going to be drawing on a half of a heart. And make sure that the side that these two meet is closed and not open like this. So now what we're going to be doing is, since the heart we're doing right now is this, we're going to make it a little big so that we have enough space for the insides. So it doesn't need to be perfect, and this doesn't look that perfect. And you can always try your best. And now since you've got one, you're going to do the same thing. So now that I've got 2 hearts, we're going to get to glue these on to the file folder. And you only really need 1, but there's going to be a slightly tricky part in here. So when you do this, you want to make sure that you keep this part here close, really close to this closing line, the folded part. Because if you don't, then it won't come open like this. You see how when I open this one, right here, there's this connection line. And if we lose the connection line, it's going to be really hard to do it again. But still, if you make a mistake, you can always use tape and glue it back together. So we're going to glue this on first, or else you'll just get confused of which is which. So take your glue stick and glue it on to the file folder. Now we're going to either cut it out, or if you want to make it really good, or if you just want to do it, you can trace it and then you can cut it. So I'm just going to cut it like it, but you can always trace it and then do it if you want to. So now that we've got our main card ready, we've got to go into the inside. So we're going to let this dry, and we're going to work on the squares. So I'm going to make a 5-inch square rectangle, and then I'm going to fold it and then put it on. So this is where the ruler comes in, and I'm just going to show one of these for you. So I'm going to make a 5-inch thing. I thought I would mark it. So now it's marked, and I want to make it just 2.5 inches wide because that won't need any doubling up. So now we can just move the ruler slightly away, and if we want our lines to be really straight, then we can do this. And then we want a 5-inch again, so we're going to take from there up to that, and you're going to cut this out. And you're going to do 2 more of these to finish it. And now that we've got our 3 flaps, we're going to take our freshly done drying heart thing, and we're going to glue these on so that they all fit. Before you glue it on, I think you should make sure that all 3 of them fit, and you can like align them, maybe trace it out, and then put the glue into that box and then glue these on, or else you can just glue it. Moving on to this. So now that we've got this, we want it to dry, but during that time, we want to work on this part. So you want it to you want your background to be almost the same size as the heart, because it's going to cover up most of the heart. And so I chose purple because I hadn't really used purple, because I used red here and then pink. And I don't really want to use the white for this, so I decided I would put a background of purple. And now we've got our purple background ready. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to glue it on to the inside of this. And you see how there's still the red marks here? Make sure, if you want to, just cut it out so that it's aligned. And before you do writing on the front, right here, make sure that it's all aligned and that it's all glued properly, or else it'll just kind of mess up. So now that I've got that ready, I'm going to glue this on like this. So now that we've got our card really main parts done, we've got to add the next layers of the hearts. Just make sure that all of your hearts are smaller than the neck than before. So you see how these are purple now. And next I thought I would do pink and then red and then this, but you can do any order you want. Just make sure the hearts are smaller than the one before. And just saying, what I used as white was just a file folder scrap. I used this part of it and I made a small heart, but you can use the white construction paper or any color you want, really. So now I just wanted to make sure mine isn't bigger than the next one, and since pink is next on mine, I thought I would just try using the scraps of the one I used for this, because it looked like it had enough space. So next I'm just going to see if my scraps of the hearts would work. Not sure they will, but I'm just going to kind of see how it looks. So if this is my pink, which it is, I guess it kind of would. But the thing is that I've already used up my cutout line. So I can't use the red, I'll just need a new sheet. And now for the fourth one. The fourth one is going to be a little tricky when you come to glue it, because you only want to glue one side, because this is going to be like an opening flap. And then whoever you want to do it with, so like for me, I'm doing my mom. You'll write it in there, and then you can trace it with markers if you want. But you don't want to glue all of this, or else it won't be really like a surprise of who it came from and who it is to. And I'm just going to put it away. So now that we've glued this, you can use your pencil and then you can write here. So that's what I'm going to. So now after I've decorated, I've done like all of the decorating, and this is what my final copy looks like. It says Happy Valentine's Day, and I added some hearts, and I added a small mug of hot cocoa. And then when you open it up, what I did here was I did this in green, but since the background was red, the green turned out like it showed like an emerald green. And when you open this, I did this with my pink. It says, I love you, Mommy, with love, Harini. And on this side, it says, I love your, and then kindness. And then I decorated it with the small I love you code. So after that, it says, I love how you show integrity. And then I did the same code, and this is a heart right there. So it says, I love. And then this one is a thing I like about you is that you are calm. And then the last part of the code, which means now it's I love and you. So this is my finished Valentine surprise. You can add any type of decorations you want, wherever you want it to be. I didn't decorate the back, but so I hope you really liked this video, and I hope you try this out. And I hope that whoever you give it to is really happy with it. Thank you for watching.